Whether a service, product, or a mix of both, the purpose of your business is to create value for your customers. However, the challenge is how to convert that value into revenue for your business. The revenue map is a useful tool for transforming the value you create for your customers into cash for your business. The revenue map consists of 5 stages, with each stage indicating a certain call to action. In the previous tutorial, stage 1, you were shown how to profile your customers. In this second stage tutorial, you will be shown how to update and manage your item stock book. Without a stock control system in place, you will never know how much stock you are holding, how much is being sold, and how much is being thrown away. A stock book acts as a full stock control system, allowing you to see how much stock is being sold, purchased, and held at a particular point in time. Whichever form your stock arrives in, and however it is sold, it will be reflected in your stock book. Each time your business makes a purchase and processes a delivery note, your stock book is updated with the quantity of stock purchased. Each time your business sells an item of stock, the stock book again is updated with the sale of that stock. Your stock book is constantly being updated with every purchase and sale your business makes. A stock book will allow you to centralize all your stock items, better control your stock of goods and/or services, allow you access to your stock and reorder levels at all times. Traditionally, stock books were maintained and written manually, linking to several other company books, ledgers, and accounts. Each connecting ledger and account was updated by hand, as and when there was a change in the stock book. You can access your item stock book directly from your Klarmans dashboard. Go into the Customers area of your dashboard. Start by selecting the Raise Invoice option from the menu on the left. Next, click on the Add Item link found in the center of the Raise Invoice screen. To register a new stock item, start by selecting New Item. If you're updating an existing stock item and it is already registered in your stock book, simply select the item from the drop-down menu. This list contains all the items registered in your stock book and will update with any new items added. For a new stock item, start by allocating the item a unique stock code. This code will be used to identify the item in your stock book. Next, enter the name of the stock you are registering. The code and name of the item you register here will appear on all invoices, statements, and other reports you generate from your Klarmans dashboard. In the item quantity field, enter the quantity of the stock purchased, for example, 250 units. Finally, assign the stock a unit cost. This is how much an item of stock will cost you. When invoicing your customer, if the quantity of the stock is low or depleted, a stock warning message will appear on your dashboard, indicating there is insufficient quantity of this particular stock to complete the invoice. The stock book will use the quantity of the stock entered here as a starting point from which the particular stock is sold. Next, add a note or a memo relating to the stock item you are registering. Though not necessary, but a small memo relating to this particular stock could be quite helpful. For example, adding the URL link of the supplier's website or online store from where you purchased the item from. Then from the category list, allocate a group to the stock item. For example, whether the item is a component, i.e. an item of stock, a charge, you may charge your customer for early delivery or claim back some expenses for your services, a system, if you bundle your items and services into a fixed package, For example, a kitchen unit, which consists of several parts and may include the installation services. Or a service, if the item relates to a service you are providing. You can register as many items for each category as needed. This will allow you to neatly group your stock items and services into categories, which in turn will allow you for ease of access for invoicing and monitoring what is and is not being sold. Each category will display all the items it has listed from this drop-down menu. When invoicing, you will simply select the items you would like to invoice listed in this drop-down menu. Next, allocate the stock item a tax type. That is the item a VATable item or a VAT-exempt item? Some items or services you may sell are exempt for VAT. For example, special VAT rules apply to building companies working on certain projects. For example, an extension to a block of flats where a reduced or a zero VAT rate will apply. For more information on which products or services are VATable and which are exempt, contact Klarmans Support directly from your dashboard. Next, register the item as either being purchased, i.e. from a supplier, manufactured, in-house by your company, or as a service. These tags allow further categorization of your stock items, which are extremely helpful to analyze which items are selling the most. Allocate a unit of measure to the item. For example, if it is an item of stock, it would be each. In the case of a service, which is perhaps charged by the hour, for example, legal or other professional services, the unit of measure will be the hour. The unit of measure selected for this particular item will be displayed on all the invoices you send to your customers. Next, ensure to select Editable Description. The unit of measure selected will be displayed when raising an invoice for your customer, and the Editable Description option will allow you to edit and overwrite the item description to a narrative of your choice when raising an invoice. These details will also appear on the final printed invoice. The next option allows you to exclude this particular item from the total sales of the business when the item is invoiced to your customers. For example, whenever this particular item will be invoiced, it will not be reflected as part of your business's revenue. There could be a variety of reasons why you wouldn't want this particular item to be part of your business's revenue. For example, the item is a promotional item. The item is a gift or a test item and is invoiced free of charge. The item is an add-on service which is provided to your customers free with the purchase of another service or item. However, be careful when selecting this option, as usually most of your items should be included in sales. Now moving to the right of the item screen. First, you will note the options to select the default general ledger account pre-selected for this item. Every time this item is invoiced, the default sales ledger account 4000 will be updated. For example, if 100 units of product A is sold at £5 each, the sales general ledger account 4000 will be updated by £500. If you would like to further categorize your sales by their types, for example, product A sales, product B sales, or service A and service B sales, etc., you could do so by creating as many sales general ledger accounts in the sales revenue account group category. Creating a separate category of sales account may come in handy if you sell a variety of goods and/or services and want to compare different sale categories. Separate sales ledger accounts can be created easily from your Klarmans dashboard. Under the Banking and General Ledger tab, select the GL Accounts tab. Here, you can add, modify, or delete any of the default general ledger accounts already registered in your Klarmans dashboard. Select New Account from the drop-down menu. Enter a unique code you would like to assign the sales account. Ensure the code is not being used by another GL account. Give the new sales account an account name, for example, Product A. From the drop-down menu, you will see all the default general ledger account groups registered in your Klarmans dashboard. These groups categorize certain types of general ledger accounts. For example, the fixed assets group contains all the fixed asset accounts for your business, like motor vehicles, plant and machinery, fixtures and fittings, and etc. To add the new sales account, make sure it is allocated to the sales revenue group, and select Active to ensure the new sales account you are creating remains active on your dashboard. Finally, click on Add Account to register the new account. The new sales category you created will now be active and can be assigned to any item of stock or service you are registering in your dashboard. Finally, on the item screen, you can choose to either keep the item as either active or inactive. If the item is inactive, it will still be part of your stock book, but will not show up in your item order book when invoicing your customers from the invoice screen. Click on the Insert New Item tab, and now the item will be registered in your stock book. This is the process of registering and updating items of stock and/or services in your stock book. You can repeat this process for any further items you would like to register. They will appear in your stock book accordingly. Hopefully by now you will have gathered the benefits of actively using your stock book present in your Klarmans dashboard. Managing your stock book is the second step of the 5-stage revenue map process. The third stage in the revenue map is invoicing. Ensure to view other innovative accounting tutorials in the Klarmans Accounting 2.0 series by clicking here.